This is my husband and Rob Dixon, the present watch. And this is me and Rob Dixon. He gave me the watch. I feel very proud, working 20 years and get a watch, very proud.
It was a tradition with the organisation that once you hit 20 years of service, the company would put a function on and reward you with a gold watch. As a matter of fact, I've got my watch on today that I got in 1992.
Everybody would come along, the people would get up and dressed in their togs. 20 years were watches. If it was longer than that, you had your own choice of things and whatever. And it was a whole afternoon out, a great afternoon out for everybody. And it brought everybody together. And there were a lot of people with long service leaves, as you can imagine.
Then I would say to myself, well, I'm going to try for 30, and so on and so forth. And most people were fairly proud of the fact that they managed to achieve that milestone in their life, yeah.
We all played a sport, and we had clubs like there was a group of 15 or 20 tennis players, squash players, and we'd play after work.
The football season was spoken about long before it even started. And if there was an element of me not being part of the Bradmill family, it was because I barracked for a team that from over the other side of the Westgate Bridge. They tried to recruit me to be a Doggies supporter. Our family had barracked for Hawthorn for generations, and I didn't think the woof 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 would be good for my image.
The picnic day was annual, and then there were sort of occasional days where we might celebrate some new mill being opened or some mill achieving some target. I remember so many good things about them, I just I'm a bit stuck for words to describe them, but if you can imagine a bunch of 50-year-old people sitting in a bus singing.
And they'd be singing different songs in the back of a truck with their picnics and then all their food, and then go out and mingle and enjoy their day. There's, just this embrace. So they embrace themselves, they embrace each other.
To a large extent, the Christmas parties, they were really a highlight of the year. The mills would run for about 2 hours on each shift. Then they would shut down, tables would be set up, music would start, and food would be brought out.
And Bob would dress up as Santa Claus. They'd try each other's food. Some of it was great. I think grappa, or the wine, was a very popular choice that went around.
I could play the piano a bit, and so we'd get a group together and we'd put some stuff together that was pertinent for the day. Dressed up in Bradmill gear, Exacto t-shirts, sterling denim jeans. So the highlight, of course, was the Indigos performing, but there's some other performances too. So we did things like that.
I'm going to get emotional now. The day before I got married, and I opened my front door, and outside on the porch was a huge hamper full of notes of good wishes and exotic foods, from anything from pate and cheeses and so forth. But it was the notes of goodwill in it, wishing me goodwill for my wedding and honeymoon. And that was beautiful. That had come from the people, my colleagues that I worked with at Bradmill.
We would be invited to a barbecue for lunch, and we just made good relationships with each other. And one of the fellows, he came up to me and said, "Oh, my daughter's getting married." And I didn't know his daughter, but I knew him very well. And he said, "Oh, I'd like you and your wife to come to the wedding." And they had a table. And my God, I felt like that I was the guest of honour, They made you feel so welcome.
Yeah, I enjoyed every minute. I enjoyed every minute of Bradmill. And it just brings back so many memories, and it was just fabulous. It was just I just felt so happy and with so many people and just unreal it was really.